Did you know that part 1 of JoJo's secretly had stands hidden inside it? So we all know that during the events of Phantom Blood, Hamon was the main power system for part 1 since Araki hasn't come up with stands yet. However, as stands start to appear in part 3, we meet some rather interesting characters who show us that there's actually 2 stands that were canon during part 1. The first stand, a fairly obvious one, is Jonathan's stand, a hermit purple-like stand we saw being used by Dio during part 3 to track the Crusaders' location. But although the stand didn't actually manifest until part 3, a stand already exists within the user when they're born, and is only awakened after specific events, like being pierced by a stand arrow, which means that Jonathan's stand did exist in his body during part 1. Now, with this logic in mind, you may be saying, oh well, in that case, the world also existed during part 1 because Dio was alive. Well, you're not really right or wrong, because look, the Joestar blood always had stand potential, so when Dio stole Jonathan's body, his blood could have gained connection with the Joestar blood, giving him stand potential and being able to obtain the world later on, assuming that Dio didn't already have stand potential, which means there is a possibility that the world was in Dio during part 1, but we don't have any proof of that, so we can't actually say that the world existed during part 1. The second and final stand, which is way more unknown, is the autonomous stand Anubis. This stand allows the Egyptian god Anubis to control whoever touches the sword, and in part 3, this stand was said to be bound to a sword created by Caravanserai over 500 years ago, which if we look back in time, is way before the events of Phantom Blood, proving that this stand did in fact exist during part 1. We also know that stands canonically existed over 50,000 years ago in the JoJo's universe, so who knows, maybe there are more stand users that were on the earth during part 1 that we don't know of. And plus, did you know